welcome to folks who are joining us for our live stream. My name is Mary LaRue, and I'm the Executive Director of the St. Paul Conservatory of Music. We're so delighted to be here at Unity Unitarian today. This has been a year of innovation for the Conservatory. We've had a wonderful coffee concert series for many years, but this year we've been exploring different churches for each of our concerts, and I hope you'll agree if you've been joining us for the ride. It's been a lot of fun. Just out of curiosity, who is here for their first coffee concert today? Wonderful, welcome. I would encourage you, before you leave today, to sign up for our mailing list, because we do send out a postcard at the end of the summer that tells the full coffee concert season. And we also, in case you'd like to be on our monthly email list, we'd love for you to join that. We're very careful not to spam people, but it is a good way to keep in touch with what's going on. As you may have noticed, we did have a program change today, and I apologize for not getting the word out sooner, but it was very last minute. And I'm just so grateful to Clara and to Linda for putting together this program for us. I know we're in for a real treat, and I'm certainly looking forward to hearing these wonderful songs today. Just one more thing I'd like to mention is that there is a basket where we're accepting donations, and if you do make a donation today, that will go right into the pot for next season's coffee concerts, and we're grateful for your support. I wanted to mention next season, in addition to starting a month earlier in September, we're also going to have the opportunity, thanks to a grant from the City of St. Paul, to offer Tuesday evening concerts at Metronome Brewery for the first few months that will duplicate our series. So I'm excited that this series is continuing to evolve from already being a wonderful series, and I'm so glad that you're here to be a part of it today. Let's make sure that we don't have any noise-making devices on, and I'm so thrilled to welcome Clara and Linda to the stage. Thank you.
How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit. Here will we sit and let the sounds of music creep to Unity Unitarian, the staff, and to the St. Paul Conservatory of Music, of which I'm a board member, very happily. I actually, yeah. It was at a coffee concert in, I think November, not last year, but the year before, that I was introduced to the St. Paul Conservatory of Music through a performance, and I very thankfully met Mary LaRue, our wonderful executive director. So I encourage you, if you want to know more about us, visit the website, but also please get to know Mary. She is a wonderful addition to our community. We are so very grateful to you, Mary. So thank you for asking me to be here today. The program did change a little bit, but the program gave me a chance to make this really interesting, unique look at unaccompanied song. So there will be about, I think there's about 3 that are totally unaccompanied, a 4th one that was inspired by my collaborator here. It's not totally unaccompanied, there's percussion. And I used to have to play it all the time. So she's here today, so she's gonna play it, so I'm thrilled. But what I really wanna introduce the collaborator today that I'm most excited about singing her music, and that's Linda Kachelmeier. She is a St. Paul resident. She is a conductor, a vocalist, and a composer. And it's these songs, I'm so looking forward for another audience to hear these. So Linda, would you come say a few words about the next song cycle? Thank you.
Great audience. Well, these songs, many songs on this program are actually because of Clara, connecting me with various people. So in this case, it was Athena Kildegard, who is the author, the poet of Course. This is a wonderful book of poems. If you haven't checked out Athena Kildegard, she's a Minnesota poet from Morris. And I was able, through the State Arts Board of Minnesota, Athena contacted me, and this never happens, but it did in my case, where she said, I'd like you to set my poems to music, and then I'm going to take them around the state, and I'd like a singer to sing them. And it was because you introduced us that this happened.
Oops.
So there I was with this book in manuscript form, and I got to choose the poems that I wanted to set. Many of them are about her mother and her mother's death. And I had experienced my mother's death, and I was very close to me. And so I chose poems that show her mother in different lights. Sometimes when she's dressing, and sometimes when she's cooking, or doing all the things that mothers do. If this is not your mother, think of your grandmother. But anyway, for our sakes, it was our mothers. And then on the outer edges of the song cycle are pieces about nature. And this was Born of the Prairie, so you will hear some of the prairie in this. I give voice to my mother.
Happy early Mother's Day. Just as inside a shell is the sun.
At any given time, she only owned one sturdy bra. After a while, white rubber threads escape the cotton shell, and the shoulder straps curled in delicate scallops over her shoulder. She bowed to settle her breasts into the Her father, a preacher who believed in the virtue of thrift, allowed 1 square of toilet tissue, 3 if necessary. His pencils he arranged by size, each sharp as the poison of certainty. From the alley on winter school day afternoons, Sometimes when I play an invention, say, or a nocturne, I catch sight of her hands on the keys. Her hands on the keys. She
Not hear it in daylight hours. If it knocks against the membrane of the day, I am deaf to it. It's a true joy to sing that. I love singing it. If you want to hear it again, there's a way. Linda actually just has launched an album release, and it's for this album, and that cycles on there among some of the next things that you'll hear also. If you Google Linda Kachelmeier Indiegogo, it'll come right up. I tested it this morning. But her album is called Harsh Things to Beauty. I'm on it. There's quite a few other local musicians on it. That was a project that I admire so much that happened during the pandemic when composers were finding lots of wonderful alone time to write, and we had a lot of time too to put voice to some of this music. So I'm grateful for that. Anything more you want to say about that?
It's officially not available till May 23rd.
Oh, well,
That's
you have to
free.
wait.
Yes.
I'm sorry. But do get on the list. I have my copy, and I'm happy to promote it as much as possible. And this next piece is actually on the album as well, and this was kind of the impetus of the shape of this program. So I hope you like Stars by Marjorie Pickthall.
Now in the west, the slender moon lies low, and now Orion glimmers through
The next two pieces we'll do together. They fit so well, this theme that I've found in the unaccompanied pieces throughout the program. So this first piece is We'll Find a Way by Paul Rudoy, also a St. Paul resident, and then we'll end with Like Moonlight, Linda's piece from the title album. You'll hear the words Harsh Things to Beauty, or right, is that right? Harsh Things to Beauty. One of my favorite things, so I just want to make sure that was right. So first, We'll Find a Way, Paul Rudoy, and then Linda Kachelmeier's Like Moonlight.
We're not going to die. We'll find a way. We'll breathe deeply and eat carefully. We'll think always
do this.
Okay.
Lay me on a bed of moss. Let my eyes caress the stars, and my limbs the earth below. Lay me down in an open pasture. Let summer's breath wash over my face, and evening sigh bathe me in chill dew. Lay my body down beneath the old oak tree. Let the sound of songbirds soothe my soul to sleep, and the silent footsteps of twilight slip by. Lay my broken body down beside the still river. Let the incense of ages past wander through my lungs, and the taste of time meander across my dry lips. Lay my joyful broken body down to rest, and chant, rejoice. Let me leave my burdens and live forevermore
Thank you so much. That was a piece by Jonathan Posthuma, another composer that lives in St. Paul. I promise that's not the main theme, but it just happened that way. This next cycle, we're going to go on a little field trip, and we're going to take you to the shores of Duluth and Lake Superior. This cycle was commissioned by, a co-commission for the Schubert Club by Barb Brown and John Michel, and they are right there. But I'm probably not supposed to say that. Sorry guys, but it's been a delight. This project is much beyond this one cycle that Linda wrote. A number of composers that are currently in the room right now actually set the words of Louis Jenkins, a poet who lived on the North Shore, and it apparently just breathed that lake every single day of his life, and it just went into his soul. These words are some of the funnest I've ever had to sing, so I'm thrilled that these cycles are being commissioned by two very lovely people. And if you do enjoy this, there is another cycle being premiered tomorrow. If you find that noontime concerts are your thing, noontime free concerts are your thing, the Schubert Club has a courtroom concert tomorrow that I'll be singing with Steve Sterick and Casey Raffin, and we're premiering another cycle of Louis Jenkins poetry by Dan Nass. So this will keep on going, and Louis Jenkins wrote a lot of poetry, so I think we'll be seeing a lot more. So I'm very thrilled to sing these. Linda's settings are very clever. So there are 4 songs. They go by pretty quickly, but I think I think you'll get the gist of the lake. So travel with us to Lake Superior songs.
Streets run straight downhill to the water. The lake brings the city to an end. It is there always, changing the direction of my walks. Sometimes I go for days without coming near, catching only a glimpse through the trees. A sail, a white speck turning on the dark Perhaps someone very old touched the back of my wrist lightly, for only the briefest moment. Or you said something to me.
What was it?
Shore grass growing among the big rocks, enduring year after year. This is the way to live, a simple life, the proper arrangement of a few elements. But here you are, standing on slippery stone, trying to balance a full plate and a cup. What with the wrappers, the flies, and the wind, already things have gotten out of hand.
Here we go.
White-haired but determined, as if each had a purpose, a private destiny, some place to go. Once the Savior walked across the water to give each wave a hand up. Perhaps he is returning even now, but the road to the shore is The waves break and fall face forward, losing touch, losing credibility. bleached white, white as a bone, you might say, or white as snow. If an artist wearing a sweatshirt, blue jeans, and tennis shoes without socks came walking along, they might see the possibilities. Pick up this piece of driftwood and take it home. Not me, I fling it back in the water.
Collection of his poetry ever. There's more set to music, so hug and get to know your fellow composers. They're writing ferociously and they're writing really well, and I'm thrilled to always premiere pieces by Linda and others. So, this last piece I did not premiere. Maria Jetty premiered it. It's a piece written for her by Carol Barnett. She's not from St. Paul. She lives in Minneapolis. Yeah, so there. And if you clap really, really nice at the end, we'll have Linda come up for an encore.
A song of enchantment I sang me there, in a green, green wood by waters fair. Just as the words came up to me, I sang it under the wildwood tree. With her shins turned I, singing it low, watching the wild birds come and go. No cloud in the deep dark blue to be seen, under the thick thatched branches green. Twilight came, silence, the planet of evening, silver flame. By darkening paths I wandered, through thickets trembling with drops of dew. But the music is lost, and the words are gone of the song I sang as I sat alone. Ages and ages have fallen on me, on the woods and the pool and the elder tree.
another piece that Linda arranged. I was ending a recital all about walking, because that was a very thing that I did all the time in the pandemic. I went for walks with as many people that could stand me, and I walked part of the Appalachian Trail. Just this past month, I walked 100 miles to support the American Cancer Society. So walking is super important. But I asked Libby Larson, and I said, we were on a walk, and I said, what? I don't know how to end the program that I'm doing about walking. And she's like, well, of course, you must sing Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline. And I was like, oh, of course. That occurs to a brilliant woman. So I thought about it though, and she's always right. And Linda, I knew was the perfect person to arrange this piece. Like, you've got a folk side of you that you understand Patsy Cline like no other. And if you think about the text, we're talking about the midnight, the moon, a weeping willow. It is basically German art song, only in the guise of Patsy Cline. So I hope you enjoy Linda Kachelmeier's arrangement of Alan Bach's Walking After Midnight.
Listen for the 12 tolls. What's that bell?
It must be midnight.
I'd like to see